Remember when you could just skip a meal and drop 2 pounds? Or when a week of clean eating meant that your jeans would fit perfectly again? If you're over 40, those days probably feel like a distant memory. So here is what's actually happening. Your body is probably gaining about 1.5 pounds every single year during menopause. And that really adds up over the years. And so it's not just going to your arms and your legs. A lot of times it's heading straight for your belly, which creates that stubborn belly fat and seems impossible to get rid of. So you've probably tried everything, cutting calories, eating clean till you're pretty much starving, spending hours trying to do the treadmill or do cardio, maybe eliminating different food groups, but the scale keeps creeping up and your clothes keep getting tighter, especially around the middle. The worst part is you start blaming yourself, like something's wrong with you. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough. I just need more willpower. But here's the truth, and nobody talks about it. It's not about willpower. It's definitely not about eating less and moving more and stressing your body. There's a hormone that is quietly sabotaging your efforts, and that is causing your body to store more fat instead of burning it. And that hormone is insulin. You may have heard of blood sugar. And once you understand what it's doing inside your body and how you can regulate it, then you'll know why weight loss is feeling so hard after 40. My name is Sara Preston with Sara Preston Healthy Living. And today let's break down exactly how insulin, blood sugar works and why it is keeping your body stuck in fat storage mode and how to fix it so you can start losing that belly fat. Okay, so what is insulin? What does it do in your body? Insulin is what we call the fat storage hormone. It's not just a blood sugar regulator. When insulin is high, your body stores fat. But when it's kept low or balanced and regulated, it can, allow you to burn fat. Think of insulin like a traffic light. If it's always stuck on red, your fat can't go anywhere. So, and the tough part is that in perimenopause, we become more insulin resistant. We're less sensitive to that insulin during this transition. So that's why we see a lot more, especially belly fat being stored. So let's break this down into 5 reasons why this might be happening. Number 1 is hormonal shifts, okay? Estrogen, progesterone are dropping, and so the insulin resistance increases. And then fat distributes to the belly. And then visceral fat, which is the fat around your organs, can worsen. And that's the dangerous fat, really. It can worsen with insulin resistance. So it can be because of hormonal shifts. It can be because of muscle loss. So muscle helps regulate your insulin. The more muscle that you have, it gives that glucose, that sugar, that insulin, somewhere to go in your body, some way to use it. And if you aren't actively building muscle, then it's going to be harder. So we naturally start to lose muscle after 40. So we want to make sure that we're building it, because less muscle means slower metabolism, more fat storage, and more in trouble with insulin. Chronic stress. I know we've all got teenagers and aging parents and jobs and all of these things, but high cortisol chronically, cortisol is okay sometimes, but when it's chronically high, it can really affect your insulin, which affects your belly fat. That stress belly that you may have heard of is a real thing. So we want to make sure we're managing our stress levels. Number 4 is kind of just the eating patterns of this modern world. Things like snacking, hidden sugars in foods, more packaged foods. So your insulin never gets a break. It's always being spiked by the snacking that you're doing. Even certain healthy foods that we think are healthy, like oat milk or certain protein bars, so-called protein bars that really don't have protein in them, granola, things that are generally healthy, if they're eaten alone, can spike insulin too. So, and then poor sleep. How many of us have trouble sleeping at this age? And just one night of poor sleep can cause higher insulin resistance the next day. So disrupted hunger hormones can also come from poor sleep, which causes you to have cravings. And then, then you're eating a lot more. and maybe eating sugary things that are going to also spike that blood sugar. So no, it's not just about that you're eating too much. Your entire hormonal system is wired to store fat right now when these things are happening. So how are we going to prevent it? How are we going to fix it? By naturally, balancing your blood sugar. And so here's a few things that you can do. Number one, make food choices that help keep blood sugar stable. So cut out added sugar, refined carbs, and definitely don't have those alone. Always pair those with protein or fiber, because that's going to help blunt that blood sugar response. Okay, so, and then swap out, make sure you're getting enough fiber too. I recommend 30 grams a day. And then swap out those high blood sugar breakfasts like cereal or toast or bagel or avocado toast. And let's make sure that we're pairing it with some good protein, 30 grams of protein in the morning. Okay, and then space out your meals 3 to 4 hours between. Try not to do too much snacking. Allows your blood sugar to regulate. And then consider maybe an overnight fast for 12 hours, meaning you have dinner at, let's say, 7 p.m. Let's cut out that evening snacking and not have our breakfast until 7 a.m. So it gives your body 12 hours. That can really help as well. Fasting is great for insulin sensitivity. And then some lifestyle habits that can also help with this are getting that sleep that we talked about, getting 7 to 8 hours, good sound sleep, reducing stress. I know you can't always reduce stress in your life, but how about managing it with some deep breathing or meditation or journaling or just setting boundaries in your life to really just take care of the stressors on your body. And then walking after meals. This is huge. Walk around. Don't just sit at your desk. Don't just go and watch a show after dinner. Take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, go outside for a walk, do some squats, walk around your house. Walking after meals is a big one. It really helps to, your blood sugar is going to spike when you eat, but it helps to bring it down. And then one thing you can do before a high carb meal is like pasta or something. You can have like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. That can help blunt the response too. You don't have to do all of this. You don't have to do, start everything tomorrow, but maybe just pick one of these things that can really help. So if your goal is to lose that belly fat after 40, the science is clear. It starts with your blood sugar. And when this hormone's out of balance, insulin, your body stays in fat storage mode, no matter how clean you eat or how hard you work out. But once you're able to balance it, everything else starts to fall into place. Your cravings ease up, your energy comes back, the belly fat starts to let go. And most of us weren't told this. Tell me in the comments, did you know this? We were told that it's all about calories or eating less, moving more. But you also have to understand how your hormones are working. And that's why I teach my clients to track their macros. You can find out more about my program in the description of this. But once you know this and you start practicing these things, even if you've spent years feeling frustrated with or discouraged or stuck, it's not too late. You don't have to overhaul your entire life. You just have to start somewhere, and so that you can see changes. So if you are a woman over 40, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, because I share lots of real tools, clear information, supportive strategies to help you navigate fat loss, perimenopause, menopause, and really just feel like yourself again.